Hello everyone. As most of you have probably heard by now, the political streamer Vaush has had new allegations made against him. While last time was enough to basically ruin him, what with the lolly and the horse stuff, as we all recall, this time he's facing allegations even more disgusting. So these allegations recently were brought to light by the same person who accused Harry Sison, which is why a lot of people initially dismissed them. That is until Ethan Klein of H3H3 decided to dedicate an entire segment to it, which blew them the hell up. So for this video, we're going to go over all of the evidence in regards to these new Vaush allegations, and I'll allow you to make your own conclusions. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe so that I can feed my starving family. So yeah, some wild new stuff about Vaush has recently come out. I gotta clarify that these are allegations, and it isn't concrete that this guy did anything yet. So as of this video, it's all just allegedly. I'm just going over the evidence available without making any definitive claims. So why don't we go over H3H3's video about these allegations, as he's compiled them pretty well. And also yes, for the entirety of this segment, Ethan is wearing a horse mask.
I guess we didn't really talk about her, but we talked about a story that she brought to light a couple months ago with the Harry Sison.
So yeah, as they point out, Sarah Fields is the woman who spearheaded the Harry Sison allegations, which, as you all know, turned out to be a big nothing burger. That guy was a fuckboy, and the girls tried to cancel him over it, but it got worse when Sarah Fields and these girls tried to make it way much bigger than it was. I believe she even called him a sexual predator at one point. This is all despite having an actual criminal conviction for child abandonment, including a document she herself signed saying she did this. So she doesn't exactly have the highest credibility when it comes to making accusations against anyone. So for this anonymous victim to pick her out of everyone, it certainly doesn't do them any favors. It's also pointed out that Vaush has had a slew of allegations before. The Poppy girl, everything he said about Lolly and CP, which we will go over, and the horse lolly porn leak. If anything, this is just one more to add onto the pile to show off that this guy is kind of a sex degenerate. And the thing is, this guy should never have gotten away from the lolly stuff, but thanks to legitimately stupid people, Vaush was allowed to get away from those allegations because they acted retarded and made the whole spotlight shine on them instead of him, i.e. Keffels. Like, this guy had porn of a horse fucking a lolly girl, and he didn't just get away, he was still doing collabs with big creators after literally getting caught in 4K. They then read off the text messages that were sent between Vaush and the alleged minor. I'm not going to show off everything, just the parts of the DMs that look supremely bad.
And you always have the capacity to better your living situation. The future is full of potential. Also, when you're 18, you can see my dick and it's pretty rad. What? Yeah, so these look pretty bad, and they are real as well. There's a video of the DM scrolling, and it does show off that it is Vaush's account. So this looks pretty bad. It's good to always think about something before you say it. If you ever think that the sentence, "When you turn 18, you can see my dick and it's pretty rad," is a good idea to send, you need help. And by the way, why are you going to send your cock to this person without ever actually hearing what they sound like? Not look like, sound like. This dude is a freak. And by the way, this is just a minor thing, I guess. Who the hell refers to their penis as rad? It's not a normal thing. That's the most "how do you do, my fellow kids" I've ever heard. Well, no. I like you too. Maybe I'll hear your voice someday.
Dude, no, they weren't being flirtatious at all. They were just being like a supportive, like, fan. He's like, "I don't really care what people think about you. I like you." "Oh, you trying to fuck me, child?"
And this is another thing too. This person at no point has asked Vaush to be flirtatious or expressed any romantic interest in Vaush, and he's like, "Do you want to see my big swinging commie cock?" This guy's ready to whip his dick out at literally any instance. It's like he's like actively trying to convince this kid that they want to see his penis. And to top it all off, they have a direct quote from Vaush talking about the age of consent.
Oh, this is a previous statement about age of consent.
Yeah, so we've seen this one before.
But it's good. This is a year later.
Yeah, this is a year later.
The way I see it, the age of consent exists out of respect for the numerous power imbalances older people have over younger people. As those imbalances, at least some of them, are redressed, though the advent of socialism, the age of consent should therefore be lowered. This motherfucker is a socialist because he wants to fuck kids.
Like I just said, if you're ever typing out a sentence saying that the age of consent should be lowered or anything even remotely close to that, as Vaush has done countless times before, you are crazy, and that's revolting. So yeah, if everything is true, and the DM scrolling video definitely makes it look so, Vaush is definitely in some deep shit. As far as I've seen, he hasn't responded publicly, and I'm kind of waiting for him to do so. When he does respond, I'll probably be covering it. Will it be as bad as his last response, where he said it was just short stack goblin porn or something, and just deflected everything away by calling people bad faith? God, we can only hope so. That would be hilarious if he did it again. While these are still allegations, in my humble opinion, this is very damning. The fact that the DMs are very clearly real, there's a video scrolling and showing off it is the real Vaush's account. This does just not look good for this guy. And combine these allegations alongside all the stuff he said about Lolly and the age of consent before, this guy looks like a in literally every instance, with every single thing he says. This is the same guy who said before he hadn't heard a moral or legal argument as to why child porn is bad. This guy was a red flag from miles away, and with each and everything that comes out against him, it becomes more apparent. Genuinely, I am fascinated to see how he's going to respond to all this stuff. My bet is that he's going to go after Sarah Fields and her credibility, obviously with the child abandonment stuff, as well as the fact that she actually put her watermark on messages where she believes an adult man is trying to sexually groom a kid. I understand posting the DMs, but putting your watermark on it is kind of weird. But apart from that, there's literally nothing else that I can think of that he'd do to disprove this. That being said, though, these are still allegations and nothing is set in stone. But unless Vaush can prove these DMs are fake or something, then I do not have high hopes for the guy. I mean, that's not that I had high hopes in the first place, but that doesn't matter. Once again, see a clip of him comparing Cobalt to child porn, while also using Cobalt.
Listen very carefully to the exact language that I use. I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal. The argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? People are inconsistent in their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced. So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or cobalt or other, products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system.
Anyway, to round this off, Vaush is already a disgusting person. That's been proven time and time and time again. But he might even be worse than we already thought. He might have gone from jerking off to Lolly to actually going out and talking to a real child. If this is true, then this guy is completely fucking done. But his accuser isn't exactly the most credible person in the world, so as I've said, this could literally swing any direction. So Vaush haters, Vaush fans, don't get your hopes up, no matter what, because this could literally go any direction possible when it comes to this guy. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I don't know, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe, I guess it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know. Later.